This is the last video on my baby jackets. These are the last 4 baby items that I have designed over the years. This was one of the first ones I did, which is my Star Stitch baby jacket. I added one more thing. I used a yarn called Baby Blossom. And Baby Blossom is a neat yarn. It does all the striping and puts all the blossoms in position. I did a YouTube video on how to make them line up correctly. It also comes with a hat pattern, a pair of booties, and a pair of mittens. Now you can use the blossoms on the top of the booties and mittens like I did, or you don't have to use them at all. You can just use the solid yarn, whichever you prefer. I just like to put the accents on all of it so it makes it look like a completed pattern when you're done. It's all done in stockinette except for the little stars. And the stars are really cute. They're a real simple pattern. It's done with 4 rows of knit. And the 2 middle rows, you move the yarn to the front or to the back, and that's what causes the little bumps. Now I've also done another video because I had a lady ask, could I make this star stitch in the round, because she likes to do her hats without seams. So I did one just recently. So if you want to look that one up, it's a star stitch hat in the round. It works out exactly like this. The only difference is it doesn't have the seam in the back like this one does. But this is a real cute one. Like I said, it's called the Star Stitch Baby Jacket or Raglan Jacket Set. It's available on stitchniche.com, and I believe you can also find this one on Ravelry. I still have a lot to put on Ravelry, but I make sure all the ones that I've been showing on my videos recently, definitely all are on my website, stitchniche.com. So that takes care of that one. The next one is, I call it the Little Boy Blue, or it's also called the Collared Baby Jacket because it has a collar on it, which is a little different. I believe that when it says collar, the original pattern, this pattern I did way back in 2005. So it's a very old pattern. I need to update the name on it, but I'm pretty sure I call it the Collared Baby Jacket. It comes with a hat design and the cutest little booties. I found a way to make them to where it looks like they're two-toned, which gives them a really clever look. And I added ties to them. That way you can tie them onto their feet, because sometimes babies like to kick their booties off. It's primarily done in garter stitch and stockinette stitch. Now here, the buttonhole band is picked up along the edge, so the garter stitch goes this way. I chose not to do it back and forth this way just to give this one a little different look. Now the hat came out a little big, but all I did was go like this. Now this yarn is called Tatami. Right here, it's Tatami DK. It's a cotton acrylic blend. It's a really nice yarn. I used it a lot. I make several little baby outfits out of it. I have a little pinafore I make, and I use this yarn. It makes a pinafore look really, really cute. So that's another one that I do. Let me get this one out of the way. And like I said, this one I said Little Boy Blue, but it's called the Collared. Now here I made a little top knot on the hat. This hat, last hat I didn't do the top knot, but there were the little booties. I did not make mittens for this one. Okay, the next one is the Lacy Raglan. I spelled Lacy wrong. I'm sorry. I've corrected it since then. But this is the Lacy Raglan. It only comes in 2 sizes, newborn to 3 and 3 to 6. I haven't experimented and got it up to the larger sizes yet. But as you can see, it's got this really cute open lace design on it. And I also put it on the sleeves. And I used seed stitch instead of the star stitch. I wanted a different stitch, and this has a lot of texture. I made the hat to go with it, which has the seed stitch also. Now also it comes with, let me enlarge this so you can see. There's also a bonnet pattern in here along with the mittens and the booties. And the booties have a lace on the top, and you can do the mittens either with a rib or lace. See, here's a close-up of the bonnet. You can see it's got the lace along the inside, and it has some seed stitch on the bottom as well as the top. And then I put ties on it because sometimes the bonnets have a tendency to fall off the head. So that's how I made this one. A little bit different than the stars, the Raglan star stitch. I mean, it's basically the same concept, the same design, and almost the same stitch count. I just made it a little bit different, just so if you wanted something that was more for a little girl. So this is more lacy for a little girl. Now I've also changed it. I've added, instead of just the 4 rows of the lace, I added another half a roll of lace. That way you don't have to make the seed stitch area quite so big. You can make it only like this, so it looks a little more like the collar. And this seed stitch is done as you knit back and forth. I've modified the pattern so this area is not solid anymore. It's got the lace going all the way up to the edge, similar to what it is on this side. But for a starter, this was one of my corrected patterns. I wanted to see how accurate my pattern was, and it definitely was off. So I just made the corrections and changed it on stitchniche.com. I have to check and see if I have it on Ravelry. If I do, I'll also send the corrected pattern to Ravelry. But at this point in time, if there is one on Ravelry, it is definitely incorrect. But I just want to show you, this is a cute little girl one. I sell a lot of these. That's why I had to make another one, because I ran out of them. The last thing I have on this one is my little girl pinafore. Now this is for a newborn. That's why it's so tiny. But it's all done. And this one is crochet also. This is not knitted. And as you can see, it's got a yoke. And each of the ones start with the same size yoke. See, I got a page in here that shows it a little bit better. Here it is. They all have the same beginning. And then this is the newborn size. This is the next size up. And I think this is the 1-year size. You just keep adding to it, and that's what makes it wider, so it fits the shoulders of each of the individual little girls you make it for. And like I said, it is crocheted. This part here is all double crochet, and you got your 2 doubles, chain 1, 2 doubles, chain 1, 2 doubles, and that's what gives you the little eyelet. And along the top of the neck, I did a little shell, scallop shell, and also I did one on the armhole, so it's more of a decorative. A lady told me what she called this. I just can't remember what she called it, but instead of a sleeve, it's just a little cap on it. That's what she called it, a cap. Now this is all done in single crochet, chain 2, single crochet, chain 2. You can stretch it out a little bit, but it's not a real complicated one. Like I said, it's just single crochet, 2 chains, single crochet, and you single crochet in the 2 chains of the previous round. And it's worked from the top down. Then to add a little bit of weight to the bottom, I did solid double crochets and topped it off with some more shells. So it's all basically done in singles and doubles. So there's no fancy stitches like half doubles, I don't think. Or there's a couple of slip stitches, I think, right up in this area. So it makes it a very smooth transition from a double crochet down to almost nothing at that point. But this is a cute little dress pattern. It comes in 6 to 9, 9 to 12, and 12 to 18. So this really isn't a newborn, although a newborn probably could wear it because it is about the size. I know newborns 3 and 6 months old, they grow so fast. If it doesn't fit them at newborn, it'll definitely fit them shortly after that. Now, I know it's a little open and lacy, but what I encourage people to do is buy the little leggings for them to wear underneath of it. So when they start crawling, you get to see the leggings as they crawl. And if they bend over, unfortunately, they don't put the ruffles on the leggings like they used to, but it used to be so cute when a little girl bent over, you seen ruffles on their butt. They don't do that anymore. But the leggings actually give another dimension to it. If you do pink ones, you might see some pink on the inside, but you definitely will see the pink down below, or you can do white. It's entirely up to you. And this one I also used the Tatami DK, which has got the cotton acrylic blend, because being cotton, it's great for the kids, and the acrylic gives it stability, because cotton by itself, once it gets damp, it has a tendency to sag, and you don't really want a saggy dress. So the one with a little bit of acrylic definitely comes in handy. It's still soft and it still feels nice compared to something made out of wool or real stiff cotton. But I just wanted to show you this. These are all of them. Now this one I don't have the links to each of the outfits to take you straight to them yet. It'll be on there within a day or two. I did check all the others. I now have links to every hat that's on my YouTube videos that I've already promoted. So if you just go back to the one that you like and scroll down to the bottom of the information part, you'll see all 3 or 4 hyperlinks to the individual hat or scarf. Like the hooded scarf, I just realized I had forgotten to put the link to the hooded scarf pattern, the knitted hooded and the crochet hooded and the cowl. I fixed that today. So if you go back to that website, the YouTube video, I'm sorry, and you look at the information part of that, just scroll down, it'll say more, ... more. Click on the word more and you'll see all the hyperlinks at that point. But I want to thank you for watching. And remember, you can find all my patterns on stitchniche.com. That is my website. I plan on putting some more yarns on it. I haven't had the chance to do it yet. It's been pretty hectic. But I'm going to have more yarns on my website, as well as more patterns. I'm working through every pattern that I have, seeing which ones I still haven't showed. And there's a lot I haven't showed. I've got ladies' tops, scarves, shawls, some really neat shawls. I got a crochet shawl I started, but I haven't finished it yet. But I do have a picture of it. It's really cute. It's done with a love knot on the bottom, which is kind of gathered, which gives it a real cute lacy look to it. Thank you for watching, and if you enjoy my videos, please subscribe to my channel, hit notifications, so next time I do one, you'll be one of the first to see it, and definitely share it with your friends.